So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This video will be uploaded tomorrow morning. I am making it today. Uh, After this, I will record another video. We were creating that data set, right? So that will also be uploaded. Probably that will be uploaded day after tomorrow. So each day I'm uploading one video these days. So in today's session, I wanted to discuss like with you guys some interview question from SQL. These questions were been asked in real-time interview, such as the current question on the screen was been asked by Google, and the difficulty level was medium over here. So we are going to solve this question using this PostGRE SQL 14 because my SQL is not been uploaded here. It will be coming soon. So this data over here will be solved using PostGRE SQL, right? So what was this question about? This question was all about this thing. Like it is a case study type of question which was been given in the interview. Maybe the time limit of solving this question would be around 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that, or not less than that also. So let's begin with the question and let's see what the question says. So assume you are given a table with measurement values obtained from Google sensor over multiple days with measurements taken multiple times within each day. So it is saying that multiple measurements were taken with multiple times within each day. So if you just think like let's say today is 7th January, right? So in 7th January, multiple measurements were taken. It is not like just a single measurement, a single day. Multiple measurements were taken and multiple times it was taken. So you can understand, right? So it is more than one now. Next thing, what we need to write. So write a query to calculate sum of odd number and even numbered measurements separately for a particular day and display the results in two different columns. Now, if I show you the output table as well as the input table. So this is the table which we will be using for our operations. So here there are three things: measurement ID, value, and time. Okay, you can see the time is in the format of date time. What is date time? A date with a time. It is known as combined date time function, right? So what is the output? You can see the output over here is the measurement time as measurement day, odd number sum, and even number sum. You can see one more thing over here that the time is 0 0. Here also the time is 0 0. Means what? Come back to the question again, and what they are saying that we need to calculate the sum of odd numbered and even numbered measurements for a particular day. That is that what does that mean? Like we are not checking for the time, rather we are checking for the day. So this is one part of the question. Now how do we get this? Like what should be the correct approach for this? Now if you just see this table, id, value and time, one simple thing comes to the mind is that what will be odd if I just do id modulus 2. If the equals to 0, then I will say it is even. If not equals to 0, I will say it as a odd number. Like this is what the first thing that comes to the mind. But if someone is thinking that way, then just imagine at the first id it is a odd number, but if you see at the third id also it is again a even number. So is the whole thing in a sequence? You can see the fifth over here. Last mate is 6, 2 means it is easily divided by 2, so it is an even number. But it is at the number 5, which means what? This is not the odd thing. So ideally, if you see the approach which suddenly comes to the mind, like if we just divide measurement ID modulus 2 equals to 0, then it is even or else it is odd. So that is wrong, because here nothing has to be done with the ID itself. So what can be the approach? One part is that. Second part, if you just observe this table carefully, this table, let me just take and open the spreadsheet. Yeah, now see. So you can see the first three thing. What are these? These are just your these three rows. So you can see that in these three rows, the date is same 710 710 710. Year is also same. Everything is same, means the day is same. I will cumulatively say. Now, what I want that if this value is in the odd number, then I will say I will just store it. Okay. If the value is in even number, I will store it. If the value is again in the odd number, I will store it. Now, what will be my output? The odd and odd. It will just get add, even and even. It will just get add. This is what ideally I need to do. Means, let's say if I put a rank here or a row number here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, what is 1? 1 is the odd number. 2, it is the even number. 3, it is the odd number. And let's say I have another, let's assume there is another row here. Okay, just this is an assumption. Okay, and let's say this is 10, right? So this is something which we have created by ourselves. It's not that in the table, current table. And let's say this is also, this is an even number, because 4 is an even. So what should be my output? Ideally output should be odd, even as my column name, and in the resultant table I will show that 3 plus 1, which is equals to 4, and 4 plus 2, which is equals to 6. So 3 plus 1 will be 4, 2 plus 4 is equals to 6, and I will just group this thing with respect to our this the time, means the day. So ideally this is what we need to do, and that is what it is given in the expected output table also. So, firstly, how do I have identified that we need to proceed in this way? One part of the question is that as well. So, when I see this thing, right, the sum of odd numbered, sum of even numbered, particular day. So, I understood that I need to group by day. This is one part, because I need for a particular day, right? Secondly, the question also say that we need to show the output for both odd and even number of that particular day. That means what? I have to make my code in a way that if the day comes here, then both odd and even will be visible simultaneously. So how to proceed? So for that, what we have done here, we have given the row number. Let's say I have given dense rank or rank anything. I have just numbered here. Simple. Just keep it simple as it is. So I just take this, select, I'll do all, comma. I am using row number now. You may use any function and it will also work, because here everything matters, like everything I will say it differs because the time is different, right? So now I am saying that over, because I'm using a window partition, so over is the clause, over partition by, partition by what should come, see, partition by a for a particular day. This is the code which we are seeing. So you can see that I have to do partition by the day, but it is in the daytime format. So what can I do? I can say that cast, right, uh, measurement time. I just copy this part, cast measurement time as date, Okay, and what should be my order by? So order by, we can do order by the same measurement time as, let's say I have given it as RNK from table name is measurements, and just run this. What will happen? You see. Now you see each day I am getting a rank 1, 2, 3. Each day I am getting a rank for a, and each rank is also been specified in a way that it is just it is just compiled with that whole group. Like now I have 710, so in 710 I have three different rows, so 1, 2, 3. As 711 यहाँ पे we have four rows, so 1 to 4, so everything it is coming simultaneously. Now I will also show you one more thing. I don't know whether this part will work or not. Let's just see. Let's see. There is a function called date. If I just put date of measurement time, what will happen? Let's see. It is working. Okay. So either you use that cast method or you use this inking, up to you. Now I have this thing. Okay. So I got my this table. Let's go get back to the spreadsheet. So now I have my this table. Now what? Now I need to make two more columns, odd and even. So odd column means I will be adding the odd numbers. Even means I will be adding the even numbers. How will I do that? Yes, so we will use the case and when statement. So with CTE as, I am just putting this in my window and I am writing a case statement now. So select what I need here. I need to write this part as measurement day because this is my first column. Just run this and see whether this function is finally working or not. Let's just see. Yes, it is working, right? It is working. Another way I have shown you using that cast thing. Cast measurement time as date. And probably this will also work. You see. Anything up to you, whichever method you want to apply. So now the next thing will be we need to add if the number is sum, if the number is odd, as well as if it is even. So sum case when. Now, as I have told you that measurement ID here actually not, it is not valid because you can see 1, 2 and 3. In the third position there is a even number. So how will I say uh, if this is a odd number or even number if using that calculation modulus 2 equals to 0? It is not correct, right? So for that only we have created the row number here. Now because the row number is will be always in the sequence, so now I can say that if modulus of this specific number with 2 is equals to 0, then it is even or else it is odd. So I will say that when it is RNK, the alias name is RNK. So when RNK modulus 2 equals to 0, then measurement value L0 and let's keep not equals to 0 because that is our first, odd is our first column. So as odd sum. Now I will just copy the same, paste it here, and I will change this not equals to equal, and I will just write even sum over here. Great. Now what is left? What are we left with? So we have used the sum thing, so we will have to use a group by now. So group by this portion. Okay. Then okay, one of the interview they have asked that why do we don't give the alias name like measurement day in the group by? It is because of the ordering of the SQL. So you can, you know, right? So in the first thing what will come from then where, then group by, then having, then select. So this part of select will show us measurement day, but according to the order of the SQL, it is in the fifth number, but group by is in the third number. So when we are doing the group by, we cannot take the measurement day, the alias name over here, because it is in the fifth number, so it is not executed yet. It will be executed after the group by thing. So we have to always take the actual name. So it is, this is the actual name, right? And is there any order thing here? Let's see. Write a query to different column, refer to the example for the desired output. Okay, so let's just run and see what any error we are getting or not. So this is what we have got. Okay, you can see that the output is from 10 then 11. So I am assuming that the output probably is in the ascending order. So I will write the output as measurement day. Now just imagine why order by is having the alias name, because order by will come after select statement, and after order by it will be limit, the column we use to the this thing limit, so it will come after this. So order by can have the alias name because it is this measurement day has already executed in the select thing. So now let me just submit this. You can see, so it is working. So if I just summarize the whole part, then what we have worked upon was uh, basically what logic we have used here. The first concept that we have used was the window function. The second concept, aggregation with case and when statement, and another logic that measurement id is not valid in this case because you can see the odd number is having a odd, but also an odd number is having a even measurement id, so it is not valid. Plus within each day there are multiple times of measurement time, multiple values of measurement time, because multiple time they have measured the value. So we use this kind of approach. If there is another approach, please do share with me in the comments so I can also study that as well. So great, this part is done. Now let's move to a next interview question. Okay, so this interview question was asked by Bloomberg in SQL interview question. This is also a medium level question. Probably if I say it is not a medium, but it is like quite logical type of question, I will say. Yes. So uh, let's read the case now. What does this question say? The question say that the Bloomberg terminal is the go-to resource for a financial professional. So this is about Bloomberg. They are saying this part is essential. As a data analyst at Bloomberg, you have to you have access to historical data on the stock performance. Currently, you are analyzing the highest and the lowest open prices for each FANG stock by month over the years. So this is the company FANG, and we are analyzing the stock of the company. Okay, so you see here like display the ticker symbol, month and year in this format they want. Okay, with corresponding highest and lowest open prices refer to the example output. So this is the table we have. What is ticker? Ticker is the symbol of the company. So how Reliance will be there, no, like in the stock market RL. So that kind of thing it is showing. Okay. So these are the company's symbol. First part. Open prices, we all know when the market open, what is the price of the current stock? High in a day. How, what was the highest price? Low, the lowest price, and the what is the closing price? So these things are the general stock chart, I will say. Now what we need to extract? We need to extract the ticker name, means the company name. Highest month. Highest month of what? When the stock price was the highest. It was in which month? Highest open price, we know. Lowest month. Lowest month of what? When the stock price was at the lowest. It was which month? And what was the price value of the stock as lowest open? So these are few things which we need to identify and write. Okay, you can see here lowest open, highest open is there and lowest open is there. Open is our that column when the market opens and what is the price of a specific stock that time, so that is known as open. It is not with this column and this column, high and low, because high and low are fluctuating and volatile values, means in a market the price goes up and down, so sometime high sometime low, so that is high and low. But open means the fixed price. When the market opens, what is the price of a stock? Close is also fixed. When the market is going to close, what is the final price of the stock? So basically the closing price will be the opening price of the next day. Generally this happens. So okay, so let's write the query first and let's see the output as well. So output is in this format. Highest month will be in this format, May 2023. Now, for the people like who are thinking we can use the extract function, then concatenation. So let's try with that logic as well and let's see what will be the issue. Okay, so select extract month from date, right? And then I want this, then I want extract year from date. Okay, now I will concat this CONCAT and I'll put alias name as J. Okay, so from stock prices. Now what happened? You see, what's the issue? What is this? From stock prices, select concat extract month. Okay, let's just syntax error or near at from. What is the error here? Extract month. If I take this, can this is a big error then? Leave it. Let me just show you in a simple way. So extract. Okay. I am writing month, month, month from date. Okay. What will happen? You can see that the month which we are extracting are actually in a numerical value. But when I write year, it is a numerical value again. So in the output, you can see that we need the year in the numerical value, that is 2023. That is correct. But the month should be in the alphabetical order, means the value, the letters should be there. So this is wrong. So that is why I wanted to show that extract method is not applicable over here. For that I was doing this. Now another thing, if I show you, let's come back to this part now. Let me just highlight this again. So I wanted to show you this code as well, and let me just copy and put it back here. So I will explain this code one by one and I will say why and what can be wrong here. Rest all is fine. So now just okay, let me before this, let me just tell you what is this part. So whenever you want or whenever we want something in this format, so what is this? Month hyphen year. This is the format, right? Month hyphen year. So that is what we have written here. And this is the function we use to care. And this is the column name. Column name is date. Column name is date. And then the format which we want. This is strictly, like, it is very strict to our this server, PostgreSQL. But if you are doing in MySQL, then you are using this format, which is simple: date underscore format, column name, modulus month, modulus year. And in fact, the same thing is also applicable in our Python. So in Python, how will you write the same thing? You will write this way, like to date time, have converted something to date time, right? Then you are writing the column name like C1. Okay. Now you will also write format. Okay. And then you will write this thing like M, or like B, M, and Y. So this is the method which we use in general Python set of, like, as you also know. Uh, so this is similar to our SQL. Just one thing over here, in one thing we generally put the small m, but here it is capital. That's all. And y is always capital. Like, generally we put caps. So now coming back to this query. So to char is the function for PostgreSQL which we are often using, column name, and the this portion which we want, as it is given in our question, this part. So the same part I have pasted here. Now what I did in this code, so I have selected ticker, means the company name. Then now I am selecting the max date of the company as the highest month. Okay, done. The max highest open, when the when this was highest, I'm selecting that as well. So this is also correct. I'm also selecting the minimum open. So out of in this open, which is the minimum value, that also I'm selecting. Then I'm also selecting the minimum of the date. Where is the date? The minimum of the date as well I'm selecting. Okay. Now from the table, and I'm grouping it by the ticker and order ticker, and just take this out, and order by ticker I am doing. Okay. Means the company I am doing. So what I have done is partially correct and completely not correct. So what is wrong over here? So let me explain that as well. So when I do this way, because seeing the question, this is the first thing that comes to the mind. Like, easily, okay, we can take the max out, mean everything will be in the max and mean based aggregation, and then we will just group by ticker. So what's the issue in this? For example, let's understand one by one. So I have selected the company name, the company's also the month in which the, okay, I am just selecting the company name and the max month. This, what will this line give me? The max month it will give me. What will this line give me? The max value, the open max value. Okay. The mean will give me the open's minimum value, and the mean of this whole line will give me the lowest date present in the date column. Now, is this answering our question? No. Why? Because we need to extract the company name with its highest month. What is the highest month when the open rate was at the peak? So that month we have to extract with the respective year. Also we have to extract the lowest open rate, and that month also we have to extract. So in my query, the problem was, yes, it is extracting the max open and min open, but the max open date and min open date is not specific to that open date for which we have written the code. Now let me just explain this with an example. Now let's say today. Okay, so let's say this is the date today. I will just do this -1. Okay, and I am just dragging this down. Okay, so we have around how many? 9 numbers we have. Okay, so 9 different days we have now. Now let's say our company is Fang. Okay, uh, let's write the stock now. 100, 110, 123, 145, 99, 87, 89, 78, 65, 150. Great. Now you just imagine when I write the ticker, what it will show me. The first code, it will give me the company name. So Fang will be executed. Then after that, the max open is the code which we are writing. Or let's say the max date we are writing. So what is the max date? This is our max date. So let me just paste it here. Now the max open. What is the max open in the series? It is 150. So it is 150. Let me just paste it here. Okay. Now minimum open I am writing. So what is my minimum open? It is 65. So 65 is here. Okay. So I'm just writing 1 second. Let me just take this. I'm writing minimum open 65. Okay. Now the minimum date. What is the minimum date? It is 12th of December. So 12th of December. Okay. Now let me just take this part, paste it here. Company name Fang. This is our highest date. Okay. Let's just keep it this way so that it will be nicely readable also. This is our lowest date. Nice. Okay. Now just see what is the issue. So we have extracted our highest date, which is this part. What was the stock reading of that day? It is 100, right? It is 100. And what is the lowest stock reading of that day? It is 150. And what, as this 65 is there, no? So 65 was the lowest, the minimum value. So the minimum value ka date was 12, means 31 December. So can we, and let me just paste this also here. So is it correct? Now let's imagine this. So is my code correct? The thing which I have written? No, right? Why? Because the main point over this discussion was whenever I write this way, and I will just group by them. So what will happen? For the Fang, this table will be only executed. So according to the question, what is my output? So according to the question, the output should be the highest date is 150, means the highest value is 150. The highest date of that highest value is again 150, means our 12th December, 30th December. This is the value. The minimum value of the stock was 65 and it was on 31st December. So this is what actually we needed. But through the previous code, this is what we are getting. The highest date we are getting, but it is not the day when the stock price was high. The lowest date we are getting, but it is not the day when the stock price was the lowest. Rather, it was opposite in our case. It was the highest in the lowest date. So to avoid this, what can be the correct code? And this is what we need to identify and make it run nicely. So can I use a CTE over here? What will my CTE do? I will do two things now. I will make a CTE for the highest and for the lowest. So basically I will have two tables, one for the high, one for the low. I will just join them out and what will be my common column? My common column will be this ticker, means the company name. So how can we that? Let's write select uh, ticker ticker max open as highest open. Okay, one part is this. For the highest month, what can I write? I can write that. hmm, yes, the same thing. Max of date. Okay, max of date as highest month. Right now, the problem comes is, will this part only be enough, or should I do anything else as well? So if you just imagine in this way that the group by over here is also based on the month, then now just take this part away because we need in that format. So we will put that to char method. Okay, date, because our column name is date, and then this method mmyy. Is it or mon? Okay, so this part is done now. So what will I get from this part? Let's see that first. So from stock prices group by ticker, comma, to K. And what is this to care? I will just copy the whole thing. I'll put a license name here as highest. What is the name? Highest month, MNPH. Okay. And just run this. So you can see something we are getting this way. Now we have different companies. You can see Amazon here, you can see Amazon here. Every, like, one Amazon is at 159, one Amazon is at 133. Netflix at 569 and Netflix at 198. So we are getting different companies with different stocks in different month. Okay, now what I want the highest month. So what is the highest month out of this? When the stock price was at the peak. So the stock price according to me was, I think so, for this part Netflix, maybe 649. I don't know, I have to check. I'm just assuming because I saw this value at the peak. So is it anything more than that? Probably. How will we do it in a easy manner? To make it in a easy manner, can I use a let's say a row number? For, how will I use the row number? Let's see now. So row number over partition by ticker. Why I have done partition by ticker? Because I have different companies now, right? Amazon is here as well as Amazon is there. Let me just put it down. Amazon is here, then Amazon is here. You can see, right? So I need to just rank the prices in the descending order so that all the prices will come at a peak, like where the rank will be 1. That is what my goal is. Now you might be also confusing that if I have used a group by, then why not I'm getting directly like Amazon, Netflix in a one by one? Why I'm not getting? Also because we are again grouping it using our this month and year column, month and year rows also, means column also. So the thing is that we are not getting in an exact manner, right? So now if I do this partition by ticker, one part, and order by open, but this is in the descending order as RNK DESC. Now what will happen, you see. Let me just run this. Stock prices open must appear in the group price. What is the stock prices? Is it for this part? Stock, okay, highest open. Sorry, sorry. So highest open, right? Aggregation functions are not allowed. Highest open is the aggregation function. Clear, right? Where is the issue? Stock prices must stock prices dot open. Stock prices dot open or be used in an aggregate function. The problem in this table is no, like we I'm not able to get, like this dashboard is I'm not able to get where I have the issue. Let me just see one by one. Taker, the highest month, max open will be giving me highest open. Row number should give me this. Let's just take this portion out 1 minute. Let me just take this portion out and let me just run this. Now I don't have the stock. Great. And you can just see how many times Amazon was there. See, it is going to 44, means that many times Amazon was there, but we were not able to identify, right? So now I want the max price, no? So max open as highest open, right? And comma and group by picker. Highest month is this portion, and uh, let me just see, is it working? Yes. So finally it is working. Nice. So now we have different rows for of same company in one group, second group, and then we are having, I think so, Google is there, Amazon Meta is there, and think so last will be Microsoft and Netflix will be there. Yeah. So around 5 companies we have. Great. So everything is in the method, in the format which we wanted. This portion is done. This is known as, let's name it as with CTE as this part. Okay. Now let's create another CTE. Now what we will do is, actually I will just take the same code. Okay. I'll just paste it here and I will change the max to min, right? I'll put this as lowest open. I'll give this as lowest month. Hmm. I'll take this open and put it as in ascending. I will take this array here. I will I will take this and write as ASC. Probably this part will be good enough to go. Everything is converted from descending to ascending. Okay. And this will be CTE2 as, okay. Now what I have done here, immediately what I have done. See, I have created the highest thing, right? It was working. The CTE1 is the highest part. Now I have created CTE2. Now let's just name this as lowest CTE. Name this as highest CTE. Okay, highest CTE, lowest CTE. So here I was selecting everything the same, but it was in a descending order. This portion, max was there because highest open I need, and anyways this will be something which we can convert at late also. So here I have just used that as a alias name as highest month. So I have completely I have copied that and I have just pasted here. Now I have changed the highest month as lowest month, first part. Open should be in the ascending order now because I want the lowest one, the minimum value, and the min open. Now this is done. What will I do? Let's say this is my table A, this is my table B. I will just merge them. Merge means join them. So select what all I need now. Let's see. Ticker I need. Okay. Highest month I need. Right. Highest open I need. Right. Lowest month I need. I think so month spelling MNTH. MTH I have written here. So MTH should come. And lowest MTH should come, right? And lowest open I need, right? Now from what is my first table name? It is my highest CTE. So highest CTE as H, join. What is the second table? Lowest CTE. Lowest CTE as L. Okay. Now I'll put the same here also, no? H dot H dot H dot L dot L dot. Done. Now what will I do? On what is the common column over here? Ticker. So H dot picker equals to L dot picker, right? And this rank DESC equals to 1 and ASC also equals to 1 because the in DESC the first value will be the highest, in ASC the first value will be the lowest. So this portion is done and I will do, let me just see what is any error is there or not. So till now it is working. Okay. And is there any sorted by ticker symbol? So order by ticker, and this ticker will be H dot ticker. So you can see, and let's run. The output doesn't match. It is not an issue. I will be seeing to the output later. But I wanted that the code should work actually. So anyways, 60, this is the expected one. This is the thing which we are getting. So you see here AAPL, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Netflix. Correct? July, December, November, September, July, November. And okay, you see in our query, this is the issue. Like the year is only coming as the three words only. See, but it should come as the whole word. And why it has happened? Okay, because of this portion. I have written just y because of that. So this is a new thing which I have also learned right now, of course, from the PostgreSQL SQL. If you just put three y's, only three numbers will be visible, and the numbers will start from right to left. That is why we have 0 to 0, and the first two is not there. So this is one thing which we should keep. Now let's submit. See, it is working. So this is how we can solve this. And another thing which I also learned with you guys today, that if I just take this y out, any y, I'm just making it three y's, what will happen is our first value from the year column, means the year thing will be not there. You see, 2 is not there. In any of the thing, 2 is not there. That means what? It is printing from right to left, not from left to right. So 2023. 3 is in the extreme right. So 3 came, 2 came, 0 came, and then first 2 is not there. It is not printed because of 3 y's. So this is one part which I have also learned. Now finally let's move to another question. This is a Amazon based SQL question. I was actually doing this and it is also quite easy only. Not easy I will say, but it is a highly conceptual question. So it needs like once when you are reading this, no, it will be like very much easy for you. But it has some logics inside this. But it is completely based on our window partition kind of things and all. So this question has been asked in Amazon, and the question says that Amazon asked for your help to obtain data about the users who go on shopping, and a shopping occurs when a user makes purchases on 3 or more consecutive days. List the user ID who have gone at least one shopping spree in the ascending order. So what they are saying that we need to identify the users who have at least 3 or more consecutive days. What is consecutive days? Let's, because you can see the user ID too, so I'm just directly jumping here. You can see that it is in a, firstly it is in a date time function uh, format. Okay, so just see the date 06 0507. So it is in month, day and year. So 567, 567, it is consecutive, right? 567. But you see the first one, firstly shopped on 1 and then doing the shopping on 17. So we are not considering that. Even though if it would be like 1 and 2 also, we will not consider because we need 3 at least. 3 days should be at least consecutive. That is what the question is saying. Now how to solve this question? So firstly, to solve this question, we need to identify if the days are consecutive or not. If it is consecutive, we will simply extract the user ID out of that. So how to find the days are consecutive or not? Now to do that, what can we do is we will write a query first. Okay, so let's select everything. Okay, now I am putting a lag function on what? My transaction date over ordered by my transaction date as e date, means previous day. Lead transaction date over ordered by tran transaction date as end date, means next date. Okay, from transactions. Now let me just run this part first. So what am I getting over here? You see 3512. There is no number 4 for the user ID. I think so. 4 number is not there. So we have four different users. 3, 5, 1 and 2. So now when I say this way that for user ID 5, you see 28, 1, 29, not consecutive, right? But for the amount 11.5 and for the user ID 5, you can see that 3 days are consecutive, 29, 28, 30, means 28, 29 and then 30. Similarly, 1 I will not consider because only one record is there, but for the 2 you can again see 6, 5, 7, means 5, 6, 7, right? So we understood this, that yes, 2 and 5 are consecutive. So what should be my this thing code now, like, so that this part will be extracted? So this is what the question says. Now let's put a CTE now. So with CTE as, okay, so select user ID. Now can I use a case and when statement here? So case when p of date minus transaction date, p of date minus transaction date equals to 1, and p of date, sorry, transaction date minus end date means the next date also equals to 1, then transaction date. Else I don't need anything, and end as uh, let's say it is k. Okay, so from CTE, just run the code. Interval equals to integer, interval equals to integer, interval equals to integer. So this part it is saying. So if I say interval 1 day, will you read now? Let's see. It is saying null. Wow, nice. So let me just go back to my own query because time is running. No. So see what have I done here. Same thing I have done, actually nothing. I did not write anything else. Okay, because my date was in date time, it to convert it to the same method which I have shown you. Either you can use this formula or that date wala formula, anything you can use. You get the date, lag and lead I have shown you. You can use the user date and date once it is extracted from here, like this part we have taken here. So case date minus previous date is 1, and next date minus date. Why I am not writing next date minus previous date? Because like let's say 5, let's say I am on 6, let's say I am on 6 today, or let's say today is 7, right? So 6, 7, 8, these 3 days are consecutive. It is 7, it is 7, it is 7. Next date will be 8, previous date is 6. So you can imagine, no, like if I say 6 minus it will be 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 2. So I'm in my condition. So I'm taking with the current date only, like today's date only. Then 1 else 0. I'm just saying if the thing, if this code works. Now, 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 now. What I am selecting here, I am selecting the user ID from my this CTE where the consecutive day is 1, and I'm just and I'm just and I'm just and I'm just grouping the user ID because it is given in the question that I also need to, I think so, order the user ID somewhere, or because like maybe it was given here, 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 here. This is what I am just doing, that like whole thing was in. If I just quickly mention you again, so I have selected how many 8.5, 58.5. So within 1 minute we need to finish this. So if I have selected user amount, then I am selecting date, transaction date, and I am writing date of transaction of 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 of. We'll write that now. So over order by this thing. So let's copy this. Transaction date over order by transaction date as p date. Then I use a lead transaction date over ordered by transaction as end date from. So from the table is transactions. This portion will give me this way, way. This is the code which we will get. Now I will put it in a CTE and then I comma 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 case when uh, date minus to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 and uh, date minus n date equals to 1, then true, else as 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 k. Okay, from CTE. Now let's just put this in comma. This is CTE2, CTE2 as select 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 user ID from CTE2 where k k equals to 1. K means what? My this consecutive days condition. So I am writing consecutive days as k. K equals to 1. K equals to 1 grouped by user ID ordered by nothing to show. Okay, nothing to show why it's not showing. Maybe some minor issue I have done, nothing else, but this is how you can actually write this code. So firstly we have just selected the we have just made two new columns using lead and lag. Then we have seen that if the in a single row, if the dates are consecutive, then we are just checking. If it is 1, then we are just extracting those user. So this is the final thing which I wanted to show. So today we have discussed three questions from different companies. Amazon, this was from Bloomberg, and this was from Google. So three questions we have solved today. I will be posting this video morning uh, before 12 p.m. right? Uh, and after this, I am going to record this video where we were actually working on that data set. So because that is also pending from long duration, so we will be completing that as well today. Not completing, we will be moving ahead with that, and that video will be posted after, I think so, day after tomorrow, like tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow night or the next day I will be posting that video. We were working, right? Where is that data set session? So today, 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 goal will be visualization, outline detection, and diving a bit deeper. Great. So I will be starting with this now. So I'm ending the SQL video right now, and I will be loading this video in YouTube tomorrow morning. So hopefully you have liked, enjoyed, and the session. Please do like, subscribe, and also let me know if there is any query or any other method which you have identified will be more useful for optimization purposes and all. So you can also share it with me. So thank you so much. Have a great day.